Love is supposed to bring happiness. But what if it becomes a trap? What if every sweet word hides pain and every embrace feels like chains? Some relationships look perfect on the outside, but inside they are full of manipulation, suffering, and silent screams. Today, we dive into the world of toxic love, stories where passion and hate are inseparable. What makes people stay in such relationships? And what happens when love turns into a battlefield? Imagine a couple, Anna and Mark. Their love began like a fairy tale. Passionate glances, sleepless nights, promises of forever. But over time, something changed. Mark started controlling Anna's every move, what she wore, who she talked to, where she went. At first, she thought it was care, a sign of deep love. But soon, she felt suffocated, as if she had lost herself. One evening, Anna received a message from an old friend. Just a simple, "How have you been?" But when Mark saw it, his face darkened. "Why is he texting you? Do you miss him?" His voice was cold, demanding. She tried to explain, but it didn't matter. He grabbed her phone and deleted the message. "You don't need anyone but me," he whispered. It wasn't a request. It was a rule. At first, she ignored the warning signs. Every fight ended with apologies, gifts, and words of love. "I just don't want to lose you," Mark would say, his eyes filled with fake sincerity. And she believed him. Every time. Because love is about forgiveness, right? But deep inside, she felt a growing fear. A fear of his anger, a fear of disappointing him, a fear of being alone. Toxic relationships don't always look toxic. Sometimes they feel like an endless cycle of highs and lows. One day, you are the love of their life. The next, you are nothing. It's an emotional roller coaster that makes you question yourself. Maybe it's my fault, Anna thought. Maybe if I were better, he wouldn't get so mad. And with each doubt, she sank deeper. Mark wasn't always cruel. There were moments of warmth, when he held her in his arms, whispered sweet things, made her laugh. Those moments made her forget the pain, made her believe that things would get better. That's the most dangerous part of toxic love. It gives you just enough hope to stay, just enough light to keep you from running away. Then came the breaking point, a party with friends. Anna finally decided to go, despite Mark's protests. But he didn't stop her. He played it cool, smiling, kissing her forehead. "Have fun," he said. But when she returned, his smile was gone. "Did you enjoy being without me?" His voice was low, threatening. And then, the shouting began. Accusations, insults, the sound of a glass breaking against the wall. That night, Anna realized something. This wasn't love. Love wasn't supposed to make her afraid. Love wasn't supposed to make her feel worthless. But leaving wasn't easy. Toxic love doesn't let go without a fight. And Mark knew exactly how to pull her back. Tears, apologies, promises to change. "I can't live without you," he said. And she hesitated, because she still loved him, or at least she thought she did. Why do people stay in toxic relationships? Fear of loneliness? Hope for change? Or is it because after so much pain, suffering becomes familiar? Anna wasn't weak. She was trapped. Trapped in a love that made her feel special and destroyed her at the same time. And that's the cruelest trick of toxic relationships. They convince you that leaving is impossible. But sometimes all it takes is one moment of clarity, a message from a friend, a stranger's kindness, a sudden realization that you deserve better. Anna stood in front of the mirror, looking at herself. She didn't recognize the person staring back. "When did I become this version of me?" she whispered. And for the first time in a long time, she felt something new. Doubt, but also hope. Hope is dangerous in toxic relationships. It flickers like a weak flame, easily extinguished by one harsh word, one painful reminder of why leaving seems impossible. Anna's heart raced as she thought about walking away. But then, a familiar voice whispered in her mind, "What if he really changes? What if I'm overreacting?" Doubt crept back in, wrapping around her like chains. She tried to talk to her best friend, Lisa, someone she had slowly drifted away from because of Mark. "You deserve better," Lisa said firmly. "This isn't love. Love doesn't make you afraid." Anna wanted to believe her, but fear held her back. Mark had told her so many times, "No one will ever love you like I do." And what if that was true? What if leaving meant being alone forever? Then one evening, everything changed. Anna and Mark were arguing again, this time over nothing. The tension in the room was suffocating, the air thick with unsaid words and lingering anger. And then, Mark grabbed her wrist, just for a second. just tight enough to make her gasp. It wasn't a slap, it wasn't a punch, but it was enough. Enough to make her see the truth. Something inside her broke. Not from fear, not from pain, but from the realization that she was done. Done justifying, done hoping, done waiting for things to get better. That night, while Mark slept, she packed a small bag. Her hands trembled as she reached for her phone. One message. "Lisa, I'm ready." Leaving wasn't easy. Mark called, he cried, he promised, he begged, he swore that things would be different. "Please, don't do this. You're my everything." The words stabbed at her heart, but she forced herself to remember the pain, the loneliness, the feeling of disappearing inside a love that only knew how to take. And for the first time, she didn't go back. Healing wasn't instant. There were nights when she missed him, moments when she doubted herself. But every day she took one more step forward. She started rediscovering herself, her dreams, her laughter, the parts of her that had been buried under years of emotional manipulation. It wasn't just about leaving him. It was about finding herself again. People think toxic love is easy to recognize, but the truth is, it disguises itself well. It wears the mask of passion, devotion, even care. It convinces you that suffering is proof of love. But real love doesn't hurt like that. Real love makes you feel safe, free, and whole. And once Anna realized that, she knew she would never settle for less again. So many people live through stories like Anna's. They tell themselves, it's not that bad. They make excuses. They hold on to the few good moments, ignoring the bad ones. But love is not meant to be survival. If you have to fight every day just to be happy, then maybe it's not love at all. Maybe it's just a habit that's destroying you. Anna's story is not unique. It happens to millions. Maybe you've seen it happen to someone you love. Maybe you've been there yourself. But no matter how deep the pain, no matter how strong the fear, there is always a way out. It starts with one decision, one step, one moment of courage, and that moment can change everything. If this story made you feel something, if it reminded you of someone, or opened your eyes to something you didn't see before, don't stay silent. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if you want more deep, emotional stories like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world. See you in the next video.